people love sunflowers. So I think so many people come up and tell us sunflowers, my favorite flower, you know, I love sunflowers. They're common in a sense, and they're strong. I'm Jerry Mole, and I'm a local artist here in Knoxville, Tennessee. And my favorite thing to do as far as an artist is participatory public artwork. There are people all over Knoxville growing sunflowers for the Labor Day Sunflower Project. Today it has grown to a really big and annual Knoxville event. We have 14 different public gardens, Knoxville Botanical Gardens, IAMs, community gardens that are growing crops. I first got the idea in 2007. My wife and I moved here from Phoenix, Arizona, and we had grown a whole crop of sunflowers for our wedding ceremony as a backdrop. And so the seeds from that original project came from our wedding ceremony. And I planted a whole bunch here in Knoxville. They came up like crazy, and I had a big crop of these beautiful sunflowers. And then Labor Day morning, I got thinking about work and how hard everyone is working, and that this was a really beautiful holiday. I put the sunflowers and an idea of work together, went down early in the morning and wove a circle on the fence in Bellevue Park. And you know, the circle at that point was maybe this big. And it was just kind of a little gift, a little surprise for the neighbors there. And people were really responding to it. So we thought, well, let's talk to the Art Emporium and see about doing it on a first Friday for Labor Day and having an installation down there. And they were super receptive of the idea. And so then we started thinking more about the concept, and that if it's this collective celebration of Knoxville's work, we wanted a central location. So we really started aiming for Crutch Park Extension in the center of downtown Knoxville. So Labor Day morning, some will bring buckets of flowers, some will bring a single flower. We'll have people bringing a truckload of flowers from a crop like this at Seven Islands. And we generally have people who are organizing the flowers, and we have scaffolding set up and ladders. We weave all the sunflowers that arrive generally and fill the circle with sunflowers. So this 15-foot by 15-foot circle is also made up of seed heads, and the seed heads then are taken down at the end. We have a winnowing party at the Fourth and Gill Birdhouse Neighborhood Center, and we gather the seeds, and those are dispersed back out into the community. So the project is cyclical, much like work. Besides the beauty and just making Knoxville more beautiful, sunflowers have some interesting qualities that actually physically improve the land and the soil. What we found is that sunflowers are a heavy metal remediator, and what that means is they draw heavy metals up into their stalks and flower heads out of the ground. So if you're doing urban gardening and you get your land tested and it has a high lead content, you might not want to eat the vegetables from that land. And something that you can do, and that we're doing a research project currently at the Birdhouse, is planting sunflowers in an area and removing lead from it. So we're really excited about that as a research project. We found heavy lead in the Birdhouse Community Garden, so we have a large crop there, and we have a baseline lead count, and what we'll do is keep on testing that and see how it goes down, and that garden we're hoping will be back available for the community to grow vegetables in. Another really interesting research aspect of the Labor Day Sunflower Project is that in looking at sunflowers and getting excited about sunflowers through the project, we discovered that one of the very oldest domesticated sunflower seeds that's been found anywhere in the world has been found here in what's now Tennessee. And this seed that was found at an archaeological site was 4,300 years old. So we got excited about that and thought, wow, you know, we've been doing this project, and then to find out that there's this long history of sunflowers in Tennessee. So we got a hold of the National Germplasm Center. We got the oldest seeds that we could get from them, and we got 47 of them. And we wanted an East Coast seed that seemed more applicable to what we were doing. And the seed we got was grown out by the Seneca tribe. So we planted 47 of those last year. And then from that crop, we got thousands of seeds. We had a successful crop. And we hand select for, a larger or more vigorous growth, maybe an early one. So that's what makes it land races. It's tied to that location, and it's hand selected for that location. We look at it as like a Tennessee sunflower homecoming. So we are bringing a bit of Tennessee's history, pre-Tennessee, but it is a piece of old history that we're bringing back and spreading it back out. Hopefully when people go around, more sunflowers is a more beautiful Knoxville. When it's connected to our work and connected with each other in that way, it reminds us that this is a beautiful place to be and we're creating something together. I think what surprised me the most is just starting from so little and how big it's become and potentially could be more, like research projects, and the installation has become really big, and the amount of people, and it just really started from a kind of whimsical idea, like a impulse, a seed.